Congratulations. How are you feeling?
Feeling great. I'm glad to go out there and get the win.
Was it a weird fight week? I mean, you had new...
Oh my goodness. I mean, me and my coach was talking about this, man. The fight game is like no other. I mean, I got here, I've been training for 7 weeks, for Gabriel Benitez. I get here my first night, and my coach calls me, and within 15 minutes, I don't have an opponent. Then I have a new opponent. It's really just chaos. But luckily, man, I was able to keep my mind in there and tonight get the job done.
So it doesn't sound like you had much time to think this fight wouldn't happen, right? It sounds like it kind of came together really quick.
Yeah, I don't want to make any excuses, man. I mean, because in this game or in life, you start to make any excuses, you're going to get left behind and in more trouble than you are in the beginning. But man, it was quite an adjustment. I was training for a southpaw, being Gabriel Benitez, and then it changes into Charles Rosa, which are totally different fighters. But man, well, my coach, Roy Delgado, just reminded me, man, what matters is you. You got to go in there and be the best TJ Brown, and that's what I went in there and tried to do.
So how different was the fight when you actually got in there and fought? Were you able to kind of fight your own fight?
Yeah, because like I just said, it's about me. It doesn't matter whoever's out there. I've got to be the best me. And I started finding my rhythm in there. And, man, the only big thing that I noticed was I went in there and tried that arm triangle in the second, and I put all of it into it. I gassed it. Gave it all I had, and dude, Charles Rose is tough, man. I couldn't get the choke, and just able to dog out a third round.
A lot of the fans were really paying a lot of attention to first fight of the year. Was there any pressure on you to kind of perform?
Woo! You better believe it. I'd like to go in there and tell you I got nerves of steel, but man, the first fight of the first card of the year, man. I tried to play it off all week, but boy, was I nervous. This whole week, when they changed my fight, I was like the last prelim, then I turned to the first prelim. When I seen that on that poster, I was like, oh, shoot, I was a bit nervous.
So now that this is one and done and you're out of there, what are you thinking for the year?
Man, let's be real honest. I'm 31 years old. I'm not getting any younger. I'm ready to get the ball rolling and get some fights, So I'm going to get back with my manager and look to get back in there.
Do you have anybody in mind or a date in mind that you'd like to get back in there?
Man, I don't have anybody in mind, I leave a lot of that up to my manager and my coaches, but I'm game to fight. If you know me, I'm game to fight and fight whoever.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hey, TJ.
What's up, man?
Good, man. People were critical about your last fight. Are you happy to put that one in the past?
Oh, gosh. Man, am I. Like earlier, it's like I like to tell you it didn't bother me. It's like, man, I know I won, this and that. But to be honest, man, I did see the comments. I seen the critics, and to be honest, it did hurt my feelings a bit, They didn't mention one time that we ended up giving y'all one of the fight of the nights, one of the best fights of the year, They didn't mention that we went out there and put our lives on the line, went on there and fought our hearts out. They don't mention that. They're just critics, and it did hurt my feelings a bit. I suffer and sacrifice so much to go out here and give you guys the best I am, the best I can, and fight my heart out. And just to hear critics, it's a bit heartbreaking, man. But man, such is life, right?
What's the plan for the rest of the day?
Man, actually a buddy of mine from Ireland, he's a trainer in Australia. He drove all the way over here, or flew all the way over here, and sorry, I did catch a few shots today. He hit me with the spin elbow. Did y'all see that? But yeah, he flew all the way over here, man, and I seen him out in the crowd. I'd like to go haul at him for a bit, and I want to go talk to my son. My coach Rolly, I think he gets more nervous than I do, so I want to go hang out with him, have a bottle of wine, and just have a good time.